going on? It's Tahchee. I'm about to give y'all my take. In case you ain't know, I'm about to give you my take on Cardi B's new album, Am I the Drama? Don't worry about the glasses. I'm feeling good because I'm like, the Queen of the Bronx is back. But we about to lock in. This is the Culture Lock. I'm Tahchee. This is my take on Cardi B's new album. This is the drama. Let's go. These are my first impressions. I've only heard the album 2 times, right? My first impressions on Cardi B's second studio debut after 7 years from Invasion of Privacy. Started off real quick. I think this is a great album. It's good. 23 tracks. And it is what I thought it was gonna be. It is what I thought it was gonna be. It's part 2 of Invasion of Privacy. Maybe some of these songs are old, and maybe some of the songs she was supposed to put out for the second album. She put them all together, she waited, and she put them out now. Now let me tell you, off rip, just off rip. Cardi B has improved on her enunciation, on her delivery, and all of that. And she made a great second album. 23 tracks is long. I have different ideas as to how she should have did that, but I'll get to that later. This is gonna be quick, by the way, not long. This is just a first impression. Hearing the album initially, hearing her start with Summer Walker on the song Dead, beautiful, fire. And I even feel like there was an analogy to it because it was like Dead, and then it said featuring Summer Walker. So I'm like, Dead Summer. I'm like, yo, that's fire. Like she's saying low key the summer is dead without her. That's a conspiracy. You don't gotta believe me. But the track was fire. It started off with high energy. And she's rapping. So throughout this entire album, Cardi is basically, so the album is basically mixed between her going at certain artists that went at her, and then also speaking about Offset and their relationship and how it devolved and how it dissolved. And I think there are a couple of tracks that she almost became like a super artist on certain type of songs. There's a song, hold on, and you might see me refer to my phone because I got the track list. There's a song she did called Man of Your Word, which was clearly, because Offset wasn't going to do the song, so she had some singing as dude do the song for her. And he's speaking from Offset's perspective, and she's speaking towards his perspective, and it's very dope. It's cool. It's a depth that we haven't seen from Cardi yet. But this album, at the end of the day, is like an evolution from Invasion of Privacy. She even has the same features. She has Summer Walker. She has Kalani, and there are even continuations of, like, that's a continuation of Ring 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 on this album. It's really clever. This album is clever, long but clever. I'm gonna tell y'all the tracks that like really stood out to me. One, it's gonna be the intro, Dead, featuring Summer Walker. Fire. Then you got Hello, second track. It's fire. But it's fire for something else, and I'll tell you later. Then you got Magnet. That's cool. Another one of my good songs that I really messed with was track number 4 is Pick It Up, featuring Selena Gomez. That was dope. Like, she has a lot of singles on this album that could have came out. Imaginary Players, that's not one of my favorites because I'm old enough to know Jay-Z's Imaginary Players, and it just doesn't reach that level to me. Bodega Baddie. That's a fire song. It's already being played uptown. If you're from the city, if you're from New York, and you go outside and you go to Dykeman, you've already heard Bodega Batty. It's a fire song. You got Salute. She talking her shit. It's cool. Man of Your Word. Again, she's talking. Well, I already told you I Man of Her Word. She's talking to Offset. She's talking about that situation and everything X, Y, and Z. Now, what's going on featuring Lizzo? This could be a Billboard #1. It's a very much song that could just be played in a bar or whatever. Like it's a very crossover song because they sample that hey yay 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 hey yay yay. I say hey, what's going on? But Lizzo singing it. It's a cool song. It could cross over. It could be like a Lupe Superstar type of vibe, but it's a bit slow in the tempo. Shower Tears is definitely should be a single. Shower Tears again features Summer Walker, and Cardi's talking her shit, but Summer Walker is killing this hook. She's singing. She's going off, and the girls are gonna they're gonna mess with this. This is a great song. And then it goes to Outside, which we all know. We know that song. Outside is dope. It's a dope song. Now then she gets into her next track is Pretty and Petty. And she addresses Bia the entire song. Now, the rap side of me goes like, well, you waited mad long to reply. Now, let me put the hip hop side aside and go like, but she came at her crazy on this song. And now Bia, you might be on the clock. And I'm pretty sure Cardi's not gonna apply it. She's not gonna reply to you, but you are on the clock. But she went crazy on Bia and pretty much disrespected her entire career. And that's cool. Better Than You featuring Cash Cobain. This is Big Bronx. So I'm up on that. I'm messing with that. That's fire. Then you got On My Back featuring Lourdes. It's a great song. It's a beautiful song. Honestly, it's a beautiful song. Then it goes to Airtime, and she gets into a southern thing. You know, she's very tapped in down there, dealing with Offset and everything. She's very tapped in down there. Then it goes to Check Please. It's cool. It's good. There's no song here that I listened to that I was like, this is a bad song. There are no skippable songs on this. That's the thing. And this goes on and on and on. So like, here's what I would say. Like my only one opinion, like I felt like this album could have been a Nelly situation. I don't know if y'all remember, or y'all know, or Nelly dropped the album that was called Sweat Suit or Suit Sweat, whatever. I think it was called Sweat Suit, where it was two different sides. He dropped 2 albums. It was 2 different sides. She could have did this with this album. It could have been Cardi versus Barty on some like T.I. versus Tip thing. But name it whatever you want to name it. But it could have been the Cardi side with the more girl-oriented songs, then the Barty side when she's just going at people and she's just barring up and just rapping. Overall, like, I feel like that should have been the direction. I understand how the business works with streaming now and everything like that. You know, you want to put more, so just people just have to listen to everything and listen to it over. But if she would have split this album, she would have had 2 joints, and it would have opened the floor for you to be like, oh, it would have just made more conversation for her, more engagement for her. Because now you're gonna have people arguing about which side was better. But I gotta say, overall, with this album, she did what she said she was gonna do. This is not a bad album. Unless you're a hater, unless you just really dislike Cardi, this album was good. And when I say it's good, I mean you could just listen, you could just put this album on And it's not a song that you're gonna be compelled to wanna skip because it just sounds bad. There's no bad song on this album. I'm sorry, there just isn't. No, there are good songs, there are great songs, but there are no bad songs. She doesn't have a bad song on this album. Like, she puts WAP on this album at the very end. She puts a couple songs at the very end that we've already heard. Like, and that's fine. She should have titled them bonus, but aside from that, this album, Cardi did her thing. It's a good second album. It took 7 years, but she came with good music. You can't deny it. You cannot deny it. And she put people on the clock. She put B on the clock. She put Nicki on the clock. Yeah. If y'all want to do something, do something, do something. If I'm Nicki right now and I'm hearing this, I gotta get active, because this album is good. If I'm Bia, oh, she replied to me finally now. Reply back and see what she do. She not gonna do nothing. That's a spoiler alert, Bia. She not gonna do nothing. She addressed you, she done with that, because you didn't get to what she got to. JT, she addressed her too. She not responding to you. You did the damage yourself. We know you on tour with T-Pain. No disrespect, but you can't say you hot if you opening up for T-Pain. It is what it is. But this is just my first impressions. We're gonna get the whole Culture Lock team review. But remember to like, comment, subscribe. I'm Tahchee. This is my take. Big Bronx. You know what we do. This is the Mecca. I'm out.